I think they're the same man. If he dyed his eyebrows.
I mean, John Howard's so much freakier.
I thought you were going to say so much hotter. How do I put that?
Yeah. So we were talking about dancing. We were talking about waltzing. That's all a segue to talk about the inventor of the waltz, Tim Walz.
Well, I was just really excited when I saw this man because the first photo I saw of Tim Walz was him next to a tractor. And that was the first news I heard about him, was that he's apparently a farming man. Mm-hmm. A farmer is the word.
Well, he's a teacher.
And a teacher. And was in the army. And he loves China.
Does he love China?
And
I don't think he loves China.
He loves China, apparently. He's been there over 300 times. You know, he's been to China over fucking 300 times. He taught in China.
He taught in China. You can teach in China and not love it. Who's that guy on YouTube who lives in China and hates China?
Oh, Mr. Beast.
Guilo.
No,
Mr. Beast, yes.
Mr. Beast. Apparently it was over 300 times. Someone said 30 times. 30 sounds much more reasonable.
300 times is a lot of times. I feel like the average Chinese person hasn't been to China 300 times.
Yeah. But he likes tractors, and he really likes EV tractors. That was one of his big things.
Oh, so he's Elon Musk is what he is.
Yes, Elon Musk, but for farming. Can we just pull that up? Let's see if it actually is 300 times, because this was in an article.
What's the guy's name? On
Tim Walz.
We were just talking about Joe Rogan guy who pulls things up. Jamie.
Here we go.
Deep links to China. All right, it's like a hit piece.
Here we go. I've been there about 300 times, is what it says right here.
It's true.
And if you guys can't read that.
He's been there more times than we have. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm going to edit the page source. It says 300 times. Okay, it's 30 times. I won't edit the page source. But yeah, so he's a cool guy. And when he was in China, apparently... look at him. He's a big fan of China. That's very good. That gets joke of the day, Aleksa.
Joke of the day. We'll do a poll at the end of the stream for joke of the day.
Joke of the day, exactly.
This is something we do every day in our house, by the way. Someone wins joke of the day at the end of the day.
Yep.
And they get a key lime pie. Very nice.
No, they don't. Well, why have I never received my key lime
Because you're
pie?
not very funny.
Okay.
Up the yin yang. That's the most Aussie thing I've ever seen.
Up the yin yang.
Up the yin yang. Go, you good thing.
Go the yin yang. Wonder who gave him this shirt.
Up the yin yang. That's a sick shirt. Yin-yang.
But the thing that was interesting, boarding the Orient Express. Is that what we called it, or they call it that in China?
I don't think they call China the Orient Express in China.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it go through like Egypt and shit? Oh, it goes to Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah. Poirot
exactly.
boarded the Orient Express and solved a murder. Very useful activity. If you guys are ever on a train, try to do that, because there are lots of unsolved murders out there.
Exactly. But apparently, so he's getting criticism, at least from the Daily Mail, because they, together with the Chinese government, worked on a program where they gave students $800 scholarships. And then look at the quote at the bottom.
$800 is not enough to go to China, by the way.
And look at the quote at the bottom. By Walz's own admission, it was unusual that the government paid a large amount of the cost.
How is that unusual? That's every fucking university scholarship in the world.
$800? And they're like, are you a spy? Is that what you're actually telling us?
Yeah. I find it so funny. Obviously, like, this thing happens and the Republicans need to respond. And it's just, they always push for, like, Kamala being a radical leftist, and then I read today that they're like, this guy's pushing it even further to the radical left. It's just like, these words mean nothing.
No.
These words mean nothing to them. Like, all of these figures would be considered center-right in Australia, or in any, like, normal democracy around the world.
Can I pull this up? So this was the email that I received this morning when I woke up.
Wait. This person was serious. He was like, you should know about this guy. He's bad.
No. So this wasn't a person. This was from like signing up to Donald Trump newsletters.
Awesome.
So this is all the things that Walz has done wrong. He fully supports sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what that is.
Is it to do with guns?
What is
cities where you can't have guns?
That just means no guns.
Someone tell us.
For refugees. Oh.
Oh. Oh my God. I find this shit so annoying because like all these countries have signed up to like UN protocols, all these different agreements, which is like if someone's seeking refuge, we will accept them. And signing that makes you look good because you're doing your part for humanity. But the funniest thing is that like regardless of what you agree to as a government, you're always going to try to weasel out of it.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Australia signed up for it. And we've done all these measures of making sure refugees don't come here, even though we agreed to it.
Thank you for the sub, Skooma friend.
And it's just so funny that it happens here. It's like your government across the board, they've all signed up for this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Republican, Democrat. You can't do wars all around the world and then also not sign this thing. It makes you look like a psychopath. What you can do is sign it and then not implement it.
Yeah.
Right? And I love it that you get like in trouble for doing the thing that you said you were going to do.
Yeah, it's crazy. Backs amnesty for millions of illegal aliens. I just love it that you guys keep calling them aliens.
It's so
We never
funny.
use that word. That's just so normalized that no one finds that funny. I laugh every single time
Imagine
I hear.
being anally probed by a man from Honduras.
And then imagine when you do climb the border and someone's like, "Are you an alien?" And also all these alien stories in America. What, it's just
I thought you guys were obsessed with aliens.
you love aliens. Yeah, what is this? Refuses to call Kamala's unprecedented border invasion a crisis.
Wait, Kamala invaded the border?
Yep.
I think what I hate about this is that the Democrats are doing Republican border policy.
Yeah, exactly.
They are the same.
They're the same.
There is no like, they keep trying to wedge them on the border, and it's just like, no, you both agree on literally like stopping everyone and putting them in camps.
So someone said, so Ben 10's alien device is just a Mexican watch. He just transforms into different shaped Mexican men.
His name is Benito Diaz.
Benito Diaz. And then Walz back.
And he can do 10 different jobs. He can be a plumber.
He can dig a trench. He can plant a tree.
Oh my God.
I would watch that. Walz backs voting rights for convicted felons, including violent criminals.
I think this is an amazing thing
I
to do.
think that is one of the best things, and because that doesn't exist in Australia. I think once you're a felon in Australia as well,
here?
I don't think.
Can you look it
criminals-
up? I thought it was just an American thing.
Jamie,
Pull my dick, Jamie.
Jamie Oliver, pull that up. What do I
So you
search?
press the plus.
Well, you type iClick. Or 10 subs, big subs. Thank you. Amira links for the 10 gifted subs. Everyone enjoy those. I hope someone's going yippee right now.
Yeah, you can vote as a prisoner.
Oh, this is on the voting poll website.
Oh, that's UK. Wait, what? British. Australian Electoral Commission. Eligible British subject. All right, we still got the king. Ha 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 ha. Very, very funny. What? That just said it. A person who is serving a sentence of imprisonment of less than 3 years and satisfies all other requirements.
Yes, so you can vote.
I think it's insane that if you fucking steal a packet of chippies, you're not a member of society.
No, it's crazy. And
Your democratic rights are taken away.
And
also for a country where fucking everyone's in jail.
But also statistically, it's mostly black people in prison, or a larger proportion of black people in prison, and then poorer people in prison. So you're just taking away voting rights for black and poor people.
It's like the original conception of democracy where only like aristocrats could vote. Only if you own land, you can vote. They're still trying to implement that just through like sneaky means.
Yeah.
But America has the highest prison population per capita. So having that rule in America that anyone who's ever done a crime can't vote is just like, that's the entire country.
Yeah, exactly.
3 people can vote in America, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Wales supports a ban on gas-powered vehicles. Everyone's very annoyed on that. I mean,
is that real?
I mean, I'm sure that's
Wait, when they say gas, they mean petrol.
Gas is petrol, yeah.
Okay. So it's not a gas.
Yeah.
Why? It's so strange.
It comes from
like, what's
gasoline. It's short for gasoline. See you later.
It's just confusing. Start calling it petrol. Or just call it liquid instead.
And then
liquid-powered vehicles.
I'm surprised they put this one down the bottom. I thought they'd be more angry at this. Walz signed an order allowing minors to receive gender reassignment surgeries. With suspense, I cut it off and the screenshot doesn't include it. So I don't know with...
I think it's with him watching.
With him watching. Yeah. Exactly.
Because that's a bit upsetting.
With his supervision. There's another 10 fucking gifted subs. Wow. Hasan HRT dealer. HRT.
It's the
hormone replacement.
Yeah.
I didn't
you
know
made Hasan a man?
I didn't know Hasan was on that. Thank you for the gifted subs.
Opposes fracking. That's fine.
My favorite thing was, I don't know if I got it here. Sorry, that was getting teasers. Was that everyone was getting really angry at him? So this was just about his pushing for electric tractors. Was
Climate smart food.
Was him calling the Republicans weird? Was like really insulting.
Oh, that's the class. That's like the new Democrat like PR stunt. They're pushing the word weird.
Yeah, exactly.
That's their like strategy for combating the. It just kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
they are very weird. People who are obsessed with like genitals and race. It's all just like it is weird.
He came up with the word weird, very weird. And then another thing he did was the apparently
he killed him.
He killed George Floyd. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Sakura Gore. So it was in response to apparently he sent he sent in the military too late. The military guard, is that what they're called?
Weak National Guard.
National Guard. He sent the National Guard, but didn't he send them in too late? That's what they were annoyed about. Another 5 gifted sub. You're all going crazy.
I love America so much. It's like we're a democracy. You have the right to protest, but also the government is bad if it doesn't send the armed people immediately to stop you.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. But I can understand why they picked him though, because you look at him. Well, let's look at him. Firstly, he looks a bit like
John Howard.
Looks like John Howard.
Is that what you're going to say?
Yes.
Can we show Jim? Pull up John Howard. What's the guy's name? Jamie. Pull John Howard's dick.
Is this not the same man, but just older? How do I get this one?
Whoa. Don't mess around with that because it might open the other screens. And that's...
Can we see? This man and this man. I think they're the same man.
Also, John Howard was from the pro-gun party. And then after Port Arthur massacre, he did the ban on guns. And it was crazy because it came from the party you'd expect to be pro-gun
more
rights.
right-wing party.
But I think that often happens in politics where the big moves are going to happen in the party that isn't expected to do them because they're not going to get wedged on it, right? The other party's going to be like, no, you shouldn't do that. It can only really come from them because, if the other party did it, then his party would immediately be like, no, we have to protect this.
I think they're the same man. If he dyed his eyebrows.
I mean, John Howard's so much freakier.
I thought you were going to say so much hotter. How do I put that back in?
He looks like a gremlin.
Walz looks like Cheney. Is that pre-Stalin Gorbachev? He does have really good eyebrows, John Howard.
Amazing.
But yeah, then also people, I found it very funny. There's an article.
Pop it back in here because so you can see their chatterino.
There was a good article talking about the fact that he used to have, Walz had his A grade endorsement from the NRA, which was then downgraded to an F. Yeah. Another 5 gifted subs.
I think it's after
fucking P.
It's after one of the shootings in, was it 2018 or 2020? Where was it? In Florida? I forgot what actually we'll probably have it here. So they used to love him. Proud to stand with the NRA. He was a gun guy. And then after the Parkland, Florida shooting in 2018, he said, not anything that extreme, in my opinion. He was like, we need background checks.
We need, and specifically like red flag checks, like looking for people that have, signs that they would commit a crime with the gun.
It's so, I mean, the gun argument is so annoying because it's so repetitive. It's like the points have been there for a million years. It's just like you have these checks for people driving cars and no one's saying you're infringing on my right to drive. You can drive. You just have to pass a check that's like you're safe enough to be on the road.
Well, that's
it's
what
completely reasonable thing to do.
Pisses me off about is it 2A, the Second Amendment, the gun amendment? Yeah, that it's like I don't think there should be a rule that says you have a right to anything like that. Like not like a dog. Like you can get a dog in Australia, but not everyone should have a dog.
Yeah,
it's like that's what it should be.
I think I don't know. I think there should be more universal rights. I think if everyone had a right to housing. But it was actually enforced. So you had to punish landlords for gouging prices and doing all this shit. You could just give everyone a house. Maybe.
Yeah. I think we need licenses for house.
Yeah. Are you going to operate this properly? How often are you batting off?
What are your plans with this house?
What's the cleaning like?
Yeah, exactly. What's the Well, we got a big W fucking emote in chat.
We got a big W. Holy shit. That's my proudest Twitch moment.
That's fucking awesome. Big W in chat.
Big W in the chat.
Whoa.
It's
Who made
Big
that?
W is probably the worst of the discount stores. I
Yeah,
think.
Big W is the worst. I always hate.
I think Kmart's
Kmart's
same
my favorite.
prices, better quality.
And also larger fishing section. Kmart consistently has the best fishing gear out of all the fucking, what are they called? What are those things?
I don't know. They're I guess discount department stores or
Yeah,
something.
it's like
I don't
your
know.
version of Walmart but with no food.
Yeah.
And maybe better clothing. Like you can actually get kind of fashionable
It's like
stuff.
it's all sweatshops like every other store in the country, but even the expensive ones. But it's
Yeah, we have
like it's
Kmart
probably
in
the
Australia.
best in America. Yeah, I think it comes from America.
Yeah.
But Kmart's probably like the best quality sweatshop clothes for the
No,
price.
someone said best and less is surely the worst. You are right there. But I don't even
I don't know
include
when I last saw a best and less. Isn't
Best-
that just clothes?
There's one in Macquarie Centre, I think. Does this flag of Hassan mean that Hassan people are here now?
I don't know.
Probably.
You can check on the
No, views went up a little bit.
I think it's just a classic going up because we're funny.
Because we're making jokes. Yeah, so then he lost his gun endorsement from the NRA, and then I think they saw that he received an F. They were like, "No, you're the worst.
You
out of everyone.
failed.
You failed exactly."
Oh my God.
Um,
I think what I think is like so funny about the NRA is
hello,
that
everybody.
hello, welcome
lot
to
of-
the stream.
A lot of people talking.
There's two guys here, which is much better than the last stream you came from, which only had one guy, which I think is lazy and not very entertaining.
Yep, I agree.
Two guys, double the fun.
Double the guys. Double the cocks.
Two cocks.
Two cocks.
Kai doesn't have a cock.
No. How often do you see two cocks? Thank you for the 5 gifted sub. Double the boy, double the cocks. 4 balls.
4 balls.
4 balls.
Insane.
I know. You're
five,
getting everything.
because I got that other thing.
Yeah, we don't talk about that ball.
But I think it's really funny with the NRA because they're like, they've got their candidates that they like, people who will just like get in the way of any kind of like even the most like tiny mundane changes, like, oh, let's do a check on who gets them. But what's really funny is that the NRA was also pro gun control in certain situations back in like, what was it, 1967 or 1968?
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah.
What you're
Search,
are you talking about?
California open carry Black Panthers.
You're talking about Pink Panthers.
Yeah.
California.
I'm talking about when they used weapons to steal the giant gem.
What was his name? Clouseau?
Clouseau? Is it?
Californian.
Open carry Black Panthers.
Open
I
carry.
think it was like 1967, and it was really funny because there you go. NRA supported gun control. Really funny because like obviously at a certain point throughout history, California was an open carry state. It was just like the rest of America. Everyone loves guns, and then suddenly like black people learnt the law, and they said, "Oh shit, we can just have guns." So you had these like radical movements that would police the police. So the Black Panthers would be going around with guns, following police on patrols and making sure they weren't doing fucked up stuff like, I don't know, like shooting unarmed civilians or like sexually assaulting people or who knows, all the stuff that police do. And as soon as that happened, obviously the fucking Democrats and Republicans, everyone came together to be like, no open carry. Yeah, we don't care about guns that much. I didn't realize black people could
got
have them.
20,000 followers. Thank you, everybody.
That's very exciting.
But what is very funny about this is like, surely you can utilize black people in America then to get more changes done if you make them do the opposite of what Republicans want.
Well, I'd say the only reason the NRA doesn't want gun control is because as it stands, the right people have guns.
Yeah.
The correct people.
Yeah.
The people who love the government, love the police, want the status quo to continue forever, but also want to personally have the power to enforce things.
Yeah.
And as soon as someone who's disenfranchised gets that power, they're going to flip in an instant.
Yeah, exactly. So more black people just need to get guns legally.
Yeah.
And
Open
then-
carry.
Open
in
carry.
Texas, Black Panthers in Texas, doing police patrols, doing all this stuff. It'll be a fucking Democrat gun-hating state in no time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't like gun freedoms. They like the the enforcement of state violence.
Well, someone said, I didn't realize we had open carry in Massachusetts because I've literally never ever seen someone with a gun that isn't a cop. Well, because open carry, does that mean you have to show the gun and then as opposed to concealed carry? Concealed carry is when it's underneath your shirt, which is a different license.
I think concealed carry is scarier than open carry.
Oh, I 100% think so.
I think that the hierarchy of the laws should be flipped.
Yep.
It should be concealed carry should be the most hectic gun-loving states. Open carry should be the middle ground.
I think it is. I think concealed carry is the hardest to get.
No.
Is it?
No, concealed. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is flipped. Yeah, I thought it was that.
Wait, what? Oh, it is.
Yeah. Hey, look at you.
Wait.
Dumb Australian talking about American politics, not knowing anything about it.
Wait, is it though? Are they saying it should be flipped or it is flipped?
It's flipped. Concealed carry is harder. Concealed carry is way harder. I think that makes sense.
Okay. Well, that makes so much sense. Okay, thank God. Because open carry is great. Because you just see the guy with the gun and you're like, I don't want to be anywhere near him.
Yeah, also, what's the point of having a cool gun if you're fucking hiding it under the shirt? If I'm allowed...
There's a limit to how cool the gun can be. Because it has to be small to fit under your shirt, unless you're a really fat American guy.
Or you just have really long legs like me and I could put a 50 cal on my pants and no one would see. They'll just think it's
you
my
already
cock.
have a 50 cal on your pants.
So do
how you do it,
buddy.
How you do it. Let's have a look. Who's got the 50 cal on their pants?
That just went to my...
Okay. We haven't quite worked out the dick cam yet.
Yep.
All we have is foot cam. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We need a cam with a big enough zoom to do cock cam, which is the hard bit. But
yeah, it's just funny. They love to flip flop. It's not strictly about gun freedoms. It's about politics. And this guy, they don't like him no more.
They don't like him no more because he said that there should be slightly more control.
They should be like, make guns almost as rigorous as having to get a driver's license.
Exactly.
Not even that rigorous.
No.
In driver's license, you have to do
need
tests.
training.
You have to actually